Sabot Uganda, Sully Montari, Asamoah Gyan. These are legends,
It's
man.
a great squad. It really is.
They could have made the semifinal. That team had passion and heart. You put respect on their name.
All right, we are back, baby. Welcome back to the 90-minute podcast. Over there, we got Lucas.
What's up?
I'm Greg. How's it going, everyone?
I'm Waz.
And I am Liam. Yes, the 90-minute podcast is finally back. Welcome back. If you have been missing it, if you're new, welcome. Basically, the podcast is back. It's a little different, and we're going to kick things off and how it is different. Basically, the podcast as it once was a kind of a review show of the week of football.
Yeah.
We're still going to talk football, of course, but we're also just going to have conversations. We're going to each try and bring topics to the table that we want to discuss, whether it's football related or just life in general.
Actually have some good conversations with
just-
each other. You know,
the
casual
4 of us,
talking.
the 5 of us, the 6 of us.
Talking like how we do usually.
Just,
on
you know-
Not just like reading off scores. Oh, Torino defeated
Yeah, yeah.
Sampdoria 2-1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Liam reading scores about matches he
Hey,
doesn't care about.
The BBC never lies, okay?
I kind of did.
But yeah, I mean, we want to have a conversation, and hopefully that can make you guys at home, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify or Apple, wherever. Hopefully it allows you guys to join into the conversation a bit more, you know, give your thoughts and opinions on it, and not put a time frame on it, where if you watch it 2-3 weeks later, it's old news kind of thing. We want to keep it more relevant, more up to date, more, you know,
You can actually come
consumer-based,
watch it
let's
again.
say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and also like if you ever want us to talk about like something specific, like the Bundesliga, about like
Yeah.
Poland or something. I mean, we stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always that.
Yep.
Yeah, links are going to be down in the description of the YouTube video. I'm sure you can find it somewhere if you're on an audio app for Twitch channel, the YouTube channel, of course, TikTok, Instagram, all the good stuff. You can always reach us through the comments and DMs and stuff like
Now,
that.
Some people are going to ask, why did we stop doing the podcast for a bit?
Yeah.
I think that's an important question to
No,
cover.
and
I'll be
that
honest.
should be our
Topic 1 is
next-
just going to be the podcast. The
Yeah.
old one, the new one, what's new, what's
Well,
different.
yeah.
Because there's a lot new. Like, I mean, look
well,
around.
yeah.
We have
We're not in
new
his basement
plays.
no more. Yeah.
Or on
Um,
Discord.
It's a new
Yeah.
era, right?
Well, the new thing is, or basically, as you were saying, why did the podcast disappear? We were streaming on Twitch. The Euros happened, and
I think
if-
we just sorry to cut
we
you
got
off, Greg.
busy.
Yeah, we got kind of overloaded with stuff, and then after the Euros, I think we were kind of like a little burnt out. We felt like we needed kind of a break because we were doing like 5-hour streams,
basically.
watching content.
and we're watching matches every day.
Yeah,
pretty
you're
much.
It's like you're talking football for 5 hours, and then do you really at the end of the week want to talk more football for an hour
yeah,
when
we-
you just
we were-
watched a couple hours? Like,
We
gee.
were live on Twitch
And not even that.
for a month straight, 5-6 hours a
We
day.
were doing locker room as well,
Yeah.
like throughout a couple times a week. So that was like an hour or hour or two throughout the week. Like,
and that was basically like our review show.
yeah,
Like,
so it just became a lot of talking. And unfortunately, we're not pundits. We don't do this. Like,
Yeah.
I give credit to pundits who could watch every match and give a review. And I think I'd lose my mind at some point.
Yeah.
Well, we're also not professionals. Like we have things outside of
Yeah.
what we do when we're talking about the sport. Like Walt has a job at Oilers Nation.
Good job, Wozino.
I
baby.
mean, Liam is cutting meat.
Look at my deli meat job. You know that.
If anybody does want to know what kind of I do with Oilers Nation, it's kind of like I do social media content. I'm a social media coordinator. It's a fan group. They're kind of like the Arsenal fan TV of the Edmonton Oilers hockey team.
Mhm.
So it's kind of what I do, and I'm doing little other things around with the network.
But let's talk quickly. We talk about why the old podcast stopped. We briefly mentioned how this is slightly different. I mean, like I said, we're going to each try and bring topics to the table. Like I said, whether it's football related or just life related, and just have a
I
conversation.
guess something
about
that
it.
actually should be mentioned as something new. Of course, this podcast is on our main channel,
Mhm.
but we are going to have these podcasts on our second channel,
Yeah.
which will be right here now for
Woo!
to the watchers and to the listeners. It'll be on the 90th minute extra time.
Or
So.
it might be on a podcast channel.
No more channels. You've already made 15 of them.
I agree. It's
Yeah.
on our second channel.
90th minute extra time.
Link is in the
on
description.
YouTube, yes.
It'll be everywhere. Just so hopefully you'll check us out there. Then that's where the podcast will be.
And Spotify, Apple, and stuff. But yes, but yeah. Quickly, I mean, anything else we can talk about? The new podcast / the old podcast.
Another thing we should mention: Brett.
Brett.
He's kind of become a big part of our operations.
If you have been watching us on Twitch, twitch.tv/90minute official, you will see the curly-headed man named Brett. He's very opinionated. He's very
Yes,
loud.
Yes.
He's also here when you're not here.
Basically, yeah, we just
You guys have
revolve in and
not,
out.
other than the Champions League video, you have
Yeah.
not been together
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
We've all known Brett since very early on in school. Very
Basically,
early days.
the same amount of time we've all
Yeah,
known
pretty
each other.
much. Brett has a lot of history in online media, television, radio, all that stuff. So he brings a lot to the table, a lot to the channel.
It's like-
it is his producer Brett.
It's
Yes.
kind of like Brett. He can be a presence on camera, but he's also very good behind the
Yes, he
scenes,
is.
Yeah.
taking a little bit of pressure off, work off Lucas's shoulders. He made the Champions League prediction video, which turned out very well. So thank you, Brett, for that.
And
So
the extra time video for the Manchester United Newcastle.
Yes, he
game.
did as well.
I didn't see that yet. Thank you.
Yeah, that was on, which is also on the extra time channels. So yeah,
Yeah.
He made that.
Yeah, and also,
Yes,
I didn't know.
we're also missing another host.
yeah.
The Rastafarian Wagwan.
Yeah, Matt. We're missing
Yeah.
Matt, who last minute unfortunately said he wasn't able to make it. So
But I think
We're here.
that's part of what this, the new podcast Bring It Back is going to be is there might be 6 of us. There might be 5, 4, 3, 2 even. You never
You'll
know.
have different conversations every time,
there
different
was
topics.
an old one where you were by yourself for a
that was a
podcast.
terrible.
I
was
remember
atrocious.
that.
Maybe we'll have some guests.
You never
Yeah.
know. You never know.
We recently had Caroline Schved on our stream, and she said she'd love to be on the pod,
Oh.
if anything, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. We
So-
might. Who knows what we can do?
Yeah.
But we each have topics.
Is it time to get into?
I
those
think it
topics?
is
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
You know mine. We
Yeah.
know his. One of his. At
I have a
least.
few.
I haven't heard any of you guys' topics yet. Gotta be honest.
He'll
You
come.
thought you're like, was make the channel and Discord.
Well, I asked him like
and
5
then
times
you didn't even put it in there yourself.
because I was struggling to come
Disgusting.
up with a topic.
This
Yeah.
was your
That's
idea.
just weak.
Well, see, and
Weak man.
this is the problem with the 90th minute. We have all these ideas, we don't execute them.
No, not at all.
We're bad, but we're trying to get better.
We're working on it.
We are working on it.
Well,
That's why we're here.
I don't want to go first. I always go first. I don't want to go first today.
Who wants to go
Wazino,
first?
What do you have that you think is the most interesting topic you
You
have
want to go
today?
have Wazino? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's get Wazinho.
He's an interesting man.
Yeah,
So-
look at him. He's ready to go.
Manchester United.
Oh, God.
No, I'm kidding. Actually, my first topic is not Manchester United based, and I did ask this question during our stream Champions League on Wednesday. Is Mohamed Salah one of the greatest pure goal scorers in Premier League history? Just pure goal scoring ability. No. What do you? I think he is, and when I watch him
If you're
as a winger, the amount of goals he's
as a
able
winger,
to
I guess you could
produce,
say that. But if you're talking about as a pure goal scorer,
I don't know.
I'd say no.
He's just able
Well,
to.
who would you put in a list of the best Premier League
Jeez, like
pure goal
all
scorers?
those crazy strikers.
I mean, maybe
that's all
Shearer,
been through Premier League.
Aguero.
Aguero
like-
should be in the conversation.
Every-
Harry Kane's
I
in
don't-
this conversation.
I don't know
right
because
now.
with Liverpool, it's like if Mane is, it's usually Mane or Salah who's scoring. Bobby Firmino, he's not really the one who's relied on goals. It's
I know-
usually Mohamed Salah.
I know what
feels.
you're saying. Like as a winger, he scores
Like,
so many goals.
I don't know.
I just, with me, Salah, he scores lots of goals. He's brilliant, but it has to be on that left foot right now. That's a big thing with me. Those other strikers, you shoot the ball with either foot. That it's a great
Personally,
strike.
I just think the way his ability to find the back of the net is pretty damn good compared to some players in the
Well,
Premier
Lucas
League.
is a Liverpool fan. I'm going to say arguably Mohamed Salah has been your best player of the Jurgen Klopp era. I'm going to say that.
Attacking wise, for sure.
yeah.
He ranks definitely in very highly, I think, in recent at least Liverpool players.
More
I think
so
Liverpool players,
recently.
he's been brilliant in terms of history and goal scoring records. I mean, he provides so much for your team.
Considering,
work rate is incredible.
I know what you're saying, because like considering the amount of time he's been here, only he
Yeah.
hasn't been there that long, honestly. And
4 seasons now, 5 seasons,
it's
Yeah.
5.
5. I gotta be honest,
I
Been
don't
many
even know,
great
but
years.
that's a lot of goals. So.
when you signed him, I thought he'd be good. I never once thought he'd put up numbers like he has. We look at his career through the pretty much the rejection of Chelsea Football Club and how he's moved on. I mean, his time in Italy and everything. I mean, when you brought him in, I was like, oh, it's a good signing. He can provide something, but I never thought he'd become Golden Boot Premier League consistently.
to be fair, when you quickly just mentioned that though, that's a lot of the Liverpool players though.
yes, yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
think when they came in they were stars. They got turned into stars by Jurgen and their play
Mhm.
style. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah. I mean, before he joined Liverpool, he was more scoring, getting more assists than goals.
Yes,
He
yeah.
was more of a provider than a goal scorer. So that's a big reason why I was surprising. But I always thought he could always prove the doubters wrong when he came to Liverpool. Is there people saying that he failed at Chelsea? He doesn't have what it takes. But he's proving the doubters wrong. Maybe similar to what Lukaku is doing right now.
Yeah.
De Bruyne even. The list of Chelsea rejects is incredible.
Yeah.
A pure goal scorer. Yes, he scores a lot of goals. Now, maybe my definition of pure goal scorer is different. And really, a lot of the best goal scorers take a lot of chances to score goals. But the reason why they're considered clinical is because they score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So maybe I might change my decision. But when I think about it, I don't necessarily see Mohamed Salah as a pure goal scorer because since I watch every Liverpool match,
he takes a lot of chances.
He misses a lot of chances. Yeah. He goes on runs, spells where he doesn't score. I think there's a point a few seasons ago he went nearly 10 games without a goal. But then when he rebounds, he scores in a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Just in the box, he's so deadly. It's so hard to defend. It looks like
even just though his running in behind and his ability to stretch the field with a through ball and even his crossing ability is very good. I mean,
but that's the thing. He's a winger. That's
what I mean.
Kind of more so.
I don't think
not really a winger. It's more of an inside forward nowadays because wingers, the traditional wingers are the Ryan Giggs in the past.
Yeah, it's a lot different. I just mean he plays out wide. How about that?
His main position's out wide, but he loves the central areas. He loves finding the spaces there.
Because I think me and you were talking about a pure goal scorer. Is that middleman right in the box?
The question of is Mohamed Salah a pure goal scorer in the Premier League? I'm going to say my opinion is no, but he's damn near world class. He's a world class player. Yeah. I mean, he's his ability at Liverpool and just in general to win a game single handedly is remarkable. I think, but I don't think he is a pure goal scorer because of everything else that he brings to the side.
I think he sometimes struggles against teams that really sit deep at times. And that's one problem he has. I remember reading an interview from Luis Felipe, former Atletico Madrid left back, I think. Might be getting his name wrong, but he played for Chelsea at the same time as Mohamed Salah.
You're talking about Felipe Luis?
Yeah. Yes. He said in training, Mohamed Salah was like Messi. He was beating people with his skills pretty easily. But in games, sometimes you see that, but more often than not, you don't. And maybe that's more to do so with Jurgen Klopp and kind of the system he wants to play.
Something that I think is very underrated about Mohamed Salah is his physical ability.
Yeah, he's very strong.
He's not a very big man. You look at him, he's not very tall. He's not very built or anything, but he's a very strong low center of gravity.
He is built when he takes his shirt off.
But he's not Adama Traore built.
Oh, no.
Not many people's that.
No, but what I'm saying is his low center of gravity and his ability to hold off a much bigger center back, I think is very remarkable.
Yeah, he's very... Yeah. Like you said, I don't think he's a pure goal... pure goal scorer like you're saying.
I kind of want to roll this into my conversation topic because Mohamed Salah, of course, of Egypt.
Yeah, let's...
My conversation I want to bring up today is the continent of Africa. More specifically, the top 10 Africans to ever grace the Premier League. Because I found an article online. It's a little, I think it's from January of this year. And it broke down, and I think it had fans vote on who they thought was the top 10 Africans to ever play in the Premier League. And I want to go through it. I want to see what we agree with, what we disagree with, who we think should be there, who we shouldn't be there, kind of thing. So I'm going to start off at number 10, and we're going to run through it, and feel free to stop me whenever I want, whenever you guys want.
Sounds good.
In number 10 was voted John Obi Mikel.
Interesting.
It feels a bit low, if I'm completely honest. I really like John Obi Mikel.
Low?
I think he could be a bit higher than 10.
Mikel...
Great. Don't even try me.
He was at the... It was either the U17 or U20 World Cup, but he was at the same one Messi won with Argentina.
He was at the 2003 FIFA Under-17 World Championship.
Okay, yeah. Back then he was him and Messi as
2005 Under-20 World Championship. Yeah.
Him and Messi were the big dogs of those tournaments, and Mikel was nowadays we know him as a full-time whistle. The man subbed in or put in to secure the 1-0 victory. Very good defensively, but he was more apparently had some more offensive skills when he was younger. But then Mourinho became the manager. Some of that got kicked out. And
he was at Chelsea for 11 seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's some service to the club. And
he's a very respectable player.
They only paid $16 million for him. I mean, It's not bad. He was at United.
Yeah.
You could use him today.
That's an interesting story in itself.
Yeah, it really is. I can move on to the next one. Number 9 is Laurent. Of course, he used to play for Arsenal. He started to be phased out more towards the Invincibles seasons. He was replaced by Lee Dixon, of course, but I don't think we know much about him.
No, I don't.
It's a little bit before our
100%,
time.
yeah.
What country did he play for?
Laurent, his parents fled Guinea. He grew up in Spain, though.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, there you go. He played for Cameroon, though.
Mm-hmm. Only 44.
He had a couple injuries. Replaced by Lee Dixon, his first choice right back. He was at Arsenal for quite some time, though. And during the Invincible season of 2003-04, he made 25 appearances.
I find it crazy that a guy with only 24 national caps is in a top 10 list of best African players. Maybe they're basing it off position, like they want like a fullback in there.
This was just the top 10 that was voted. I can move on to number 8.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Lucas, because that does seem a little strange.
Yeah, I mean,
granted, he did play during a great era for Arsenal.
Yeah. 184 Premier League appearances, 6 goals, 8 assists, 2 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, and 1 FA Cup with Portsmouth as well. So 4 in total.
I don't know much about him as a player.
He's a little bit before our time.
Yeah.
Number 8, Michael Essien. Man, I love this man.
Number 8.
That'd be higher.
There's a couple names further up that I'm like, are you sure here? But Michael Essien, number 8.
Incredible.
What is the article? Like, just it's.
This is from punditfeed.com.
Okay.
I don't know who wrote that, but that's who it was from.
Number 8, really?
Michael Essien, number 8, of course. Great career. I think this shows how underrated he really is. I think.
He primarily played with Chelsea, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was nicknamed the Bison.
Oh yeah, he had an incredible work rate.
He has a sad story though. Like, I'm sorry about laughing when saying sad story, but when he was at Real Madrid,
Oh right, he played at Real Madrid.
Apparently he had a birthday party, and
I heard about this.
I think only Modric and Mourinho showed up or something like that.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think about Frank? Michael. Frank.
Was that story told by Jose Mourinho?
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez. If Conte was there, Conte would have showed up.
Michael Essien.
Well, I would hope so.
I remember hearing a story, so I was super sad. I know Conte just showed up at a fan's wedding. He's like, "Hello, I'm here." He's like, "I am present." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Could you imagine that? You're just fucking. You're at your wedding. You see Conte show up.
N'Golo, Conte.
I didn't. When I said the invite, I didn't actually mean to invite you, but thank you, N'Golo.
Thank you for showing up.
Well, if he's there, you probably send him the address.
Yeah. It's like.
Anyways, though.
It's like I had nothing else to do tonight.
But yeah, Essien, 168.
I've heard him how he speaks. So I think
it's great.
It's just funny.
His TikTok of him walking around Stamford Bridge goes, "Hello, I am here." Like, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, 168 Premier League appearances across 8 seasons, 17 goals, 10 assists. He was nominated for the Ballon d'Or for 3 consecutive years. He won 9 trophies for Chelsea, 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, as well as UEFA Champions League. And yet he tore his ACL twice.
That's crazy.
And
still how good of a player he was and everything.
I mean,
I've
been covering a lot of players, like Wonder Kids at the time at a young age, suffering ACL injuries.
It's hard to bounce back from that.
Now,
I think it's harder when you're like super, super young.
I'm going to struggle pronouncing this next name. In number 7, oh, Jesus, Nwankwo Kanu.
Kanu. The one that played for Arsenal, Portsmouth, Ajax.
Fondly known as Papilo. He was born in Western Africa.
Nigerian?
I think that was also like kind of before our time as well.
A little bit.
Kanu, I remember Kanu.
He featured in the 1993 FIFA Under-17 World Cup Championship. He won it, beating Ghana 2-1 in the final.
He also won an Olympic medal with Nigeria, I believe.
He did. You are correct. He appeared as a sub as Ajax won the Champions League in 94-95. He went on to Inter Milan then. He captained Nigeria to Olympic gold. What else can I tell you about Kanu?
I mean, was part of great Arsenal team.
Yeah. He was. Sorry, I didn't. But he was part of Arsenal. His minutes decreased annually as the emergence of Thierry Henry happened. So, as the invincible 2003-2004 season, Kanu only managed 10 appearances and 1 goal that season. So slowly he started to tail off. Thierry Henry, of course, is Thierry Henry. You're not going to beat that man. But in his Premier League career, he scored 54 goals in 247 games. He won the Premier League twice and 3 FA Cups. Now, number 6 is one I disagree with, if I'm completely honest. Riyad Mahrez. As number 6, you got Michael Essien at 8.
The thing is, Mahrez has won a couple Premier Leagues already.
He's done very well for
himself.
He's still going.
Look, and we have to remember, African scale, he won the African Cup of Nations.
He did.
He also won Premier League, player of the season? With Leicester?
With Leicester, yes, I think he did.
So he was so influential, man.
But in terms of career, you tell me Essien has not had a better career than... I mean, Mahrez isn't done yet. That's my thing.
It is interesting because, Mahrez isn't done yet, but...
The thing is, you could take, he's not done yet as, a positive in, that he should be higher, or you could take it as a negative and he should be lower like that, so... It depends how who wrote the article feels about it.
I'll be brutally honest. If I was defending 1-on-1 against Riyad Mahrez, I'd probably shit myself. I'd probably faint because I wouldn't know what to fucking do.
I think you'd shit.
No shit, you're Wazzinho, and that's...
I'd probably go for a tackle and miss him.
Oh, yes, you would. But, okay, interesting. You mentioned how he was the Premier League Player of the Year for Leicester. They didn't even want to sign him. When he was at Le Havre, they wanted to sign his teammate Ryan Mendes, but Mahrez was slightly better on the ball, so he went, okay, I guess I'll go for him. That was their official reasoning.
Yeah, it worked out.
On the other hand... Oh, Mahrez did not know about Leicester. He thought they were a rugby team. So that's how Mahrez to the Premier League happened. But when he did get to the Premier League, man, was he sensational. And that Leicester team, he was incredible.
And he's, like you said, he's still doing it at Manchester City now. It's
that 15-16 season where he won the Premier League, 17 goals, 11 assists. Mental numbers. Yeah. But yes, as of now... 210 Premier League appearances. He has scored 61 times, 41 assists, 2 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup, 2 League Cups, and like you said, African Cup of Nations.
It's a lot. And like we keep saying, he's still going.
Yeah, he still has multiple African Cup of Nations he could potentially win. He could potentially help Algeria to a surprising World Cup run.
Never know.
Yeah.
Make a quarterfinals or semifinals.
They have the best striker in the history of the world.
Slimani?
Islam Slimani. Criminally underrated. We're going to keep it moving though to number 5. Also another player who is still playing in the Premier League. Sadio Mane. I do like him.
I would say so.
I do like Sadio Mane. I think he brings such excitement to the game. And Liverpool Sadio Mane is great. But Southampton Sadio Mane was... special sauce. No, they're different. His hat trick, beautiful things. But yes,
of course we know Sadio Mane. It's just he was fantastic.
The thing is with Sadio Mane, he had a bit of a down season last year.
But Liverpool had a down season last year.
But just kind of go talk about the last game. Who did you guys play against? Leeds.
Yes.
He scored that goal.
Yes.
Oh, that was such a nice strike.
It was.
That was deadly.
He also had 10 shots that game.
Still, all my days.
He does take a lot. Red Bull Salzburg. It was their 3rd highest transfer fee ever at 4 million euros. In Austria, he scored 31 goals in 63 games. Then he... Let me see. Keep it moving. He moved to Southampton for £10 million. And yes, the hat trick, like I mentioned, he scored 3 goals in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. It's not bad.
Remember when he went to Metz the first time, he literally didn't tell his parents, and his parents were worried about him.
Liverpool then bought him for £36 million, which is a good investment. You look back on it.
People at the time were questioning it.
Yeah.
Now you're like, very good deal.
In his debut season, he scored 13 goals in 27 games. All in all, Sadio Mane has 210 Premier League appearances, 90 goals, and 31 assists. Not bad. Now, number 4, his teammate, Mohamed Salah. I like him.
I like it.
Nice
I
hair.
feel like this is very recent bias.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
It
It
could
does seem
be.
like it.
I mean, I think we already know who's coming up in these last
There's
few. So, but it's.
I'm just saying, there's a few names I would probably add to this list that should be, but we'll
we
see.
can talk. Let me get through the
We'll
rest of
talk
the list. And we'll get
about
that.
that after.
I'll quickly read.
'Cause we talked about Salah, so we know like what
Yes,
he's done.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you probably
Number-
can just go
yeah,
on.
number 3.
Sorry, I just want to quickly mention that. What was when Salah won the Golden Boot that year? How many goals did he score?
It was 32, I believe.
32 fucking goals. You
Yeah.
tell me he's not a pure goal scorer? Jesus Christ, man!
A very good goal
That
scorer.
was more than RVP in 2013.
You do make a
He's
point.
100. He's
Like,
137 games played, 88 goals, 32 assists.
Like it's
That's
incredible
pretty
good.
for
It
a
is,
honestly.
winger.
It is incredible.
Continue.
I think, but this is old now because didn't he hit 100 goals?
It's probably
Yeah.
outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
This
yeah.
is January, but yeah, since then he has hit 100 goals. But it is wild.
Yeah.
Number 3, Golo, 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 Golo Toure.
Actually, Colo Toure.
Number 3 is
Oh.
Golo Toure.
I see. I don't remember how good he was. I never really experienced him when he was at Liverpool at that time. So,
Well, that wasn't his best
No,
part.
it wasn't.
was it? I don't know what he was at his prime.
best part was like Arsenal and
Okay,
early
see.
Manchester City.
Yeah. He was very good. It's just when you think of Toure, you think of the other one. But Colo Toure was
More recent,
fantastic.
yeah.
He was great.
He was great as a Celtic
But-
manager.
So wait,
Assistant manager.
Colo Toure is number 3. Then there's gonna be one player I'm thinking of that's missing out.
Well, let's move on.
Let's keep going.
Number 2.
Well,
Yeah. Toure.
100%.
Number 2.
I already know
Yaya
who's number
Toure.
1.
Everyone
but-
knows who number 1 is. There's no debating number 1. If you question number 1, I kick you out of this house. Don't even try me. He's not only the greatest Premier League.
We're talking about
African,
Yaya Toure.
He could be the greatest African in the
Hang
history of the
on.
continent.
Sorry. Is this a top 10 African Premier League player?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was general African players.
Well,
No,
that's
this is this is
big
Premier
dumb.
League.
Yeah.
Where's George?
Well, I was thinking, where's Eto?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's Premier League.
Premier League. I mean, Eto'o was in the Premier League, not for very much, but he was in the Premier League.
No, this is based on Premier League though.
Premier
okay,
League
that
top
makes
10
more
Africans.
sense.
Did you say that at the beginning?
I did for
okay,
sure.
there you go.
But yes, number
Wait,
2,
whatever.
Yaya Toure.
I knew it was.
He
it
is
was
the
about
younger
Premier League,
brother of Colo. I do like him a lot.
Okay, no.
but Yaya Toure was just a tank.
What?
Okay, never mind.
What's wrong?
No, this list is kind of fucked.
Why?
They're missing one player. If I think I knew it was number 1.
Well, number
then.
1 is
You know who number
Didier
1 is.
Drogba, the king of Stamford Bridge.
Yes, 100%.
Wasn't this? Did they have some Premier League seasons where goal scoring numbers were a little lower?
In total, adding up all of Didier's goals, 254 Premier League appearances, 104 goals, 54 assists. But he also won 4 Premier Leagues, 4 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, and a Champions League.
A lot
And
of
he stopped the
silverware.
Civil War.
A lot of silverware.
My thinking is if this is about Premier League, it's focusing more on Premier League.
But think about this. If there's a final or a key game, you want Didier Drogba playing because he always scores.
He shows up in the
He's
big games.
he's
Who
super.
are you thinking of?
You want to be real? JJ Okocha. But I don't know how long he played in the Premier League.
Well, same as Samuel Eto'o. I mean, he did play.
Okay, so JJ Okocha, yeah, he played 124 games for Bolton. How was he not in this list?
When was it?
He played from 02 to 06 Bolton Wanderers, 124 appearances. He played 84 matches with PSG. I mean, he played like all over the place.
What
But
was his numbers like, though?
with Bolton, he had 14 goals though only. But
It's not much.
I just remember hearing how JJ Okocha back like he was the Nigerian Ronaldinho. He was Ronaldinho's like idol. Like I heard his skills were like it was so fun to watch. He was silky smooth. He was something different. I'm just surprised he was on this list because it was top 10.
It's a tough list to crack.
Yeah.
There's a couple names there that I go, I don't know. Maybe because I haven't watched them enough earlier on in my life, like
Yeah.
Lauren, let's say. I don't think you can. You can maybe argue Colo Toure a bit, but you can't argue Yaya
No,
and
no.
Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
I think you can argue that.
It's
You
My
could
heart,
argue-
I miss Didier Drogba
because it goes back to Mahrez, Salah, and Mane. Like they're fantastic. We love them. Like they're fantastic players right now. But it is very recent Like,
it's hard to not.
It's hard to say.
Salah's goal scoring record speaks for itself. I think Mars' trophy cabinet speaks for itself.
That's the thing. A lot of it is based off of Premier League,
this
FA Cup, League Cups, Premier
Leagues. And if most of the voting was by the younger generation, you are correct. Maybe there's some recency bias. You never know. But
because Essien seems low on that list.
It does, 100%.
I mean, I would have maybe considered I don't remember him as much, but Mido, the Egyptian, played for several Premier League teams, was once considered the best Egyptian player, I thought. But
I know Mohamed Salah is here.
Yeah.
But comment on the YouTube here. Get involved with us. We want to hear you guys. What did you guys think about this conversation, about this list, stuff like that?
Where's El Neni? Where the fuck is El Neni? God damn it.
Wow.
Igalo. He should be on the list.
Okay. But I mean,
are you okay?
No.
Yaya Toure. We didn't really talk about him very much.
I think he should be number 1.
I'm gonna agree with Lucas.
No. You can't disrespect Didier like that.
Yaya Toure was incredible.
Yaya Toure was fucking incredible. And you want to know something why I love Yaya Toure more? Doesn't like Pep Guardiola.
Well, not many people do.
Samuel Eto'o also doesn't like Pep Guardiola. Samuel Eto'o said, the people compare Mourinho and Guardiola. One of them won the Champions League with Porto. The other one couldn't do it with Bayern Munich. I go, fucking Samuel Eto'o knows his shit.
It does. But that's
I watched a TikTok. Sorry to keep interrupting you. I watched a TikTok with Aidan McGeady. When they were teammates, him and Eto'o. Eto'o was on the bench for a Europa League game. The assistant manager told him to get changed because he was going to go get subbed on. And he told the assistant manager, no, I'm comfortable. Who are you? I'm Samuel Eto'o. And he's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes, Samuel. But yes. So you think Yaya's number 1?
I think I would consider Yaya number 1.
I'm going to go with Lucas.
But he was a bit of a baby with his birthday cake.
Yeah, but he's also the type of player that, although he sometimes is lazy, he can turn
a little bit
whenever
lazy.
he wants.
He's kind of Pogba. A little bit lazy.
No, not at all. I don't think so.
I thought about this as well. When I read this top 10 list, the continent of Africa is the second most influential continent to European football.
Really? Better than higher more than South America?
I think so.
I
think there's been some incredible Africans and people who've played for European nations but are African descent.
Since we're on the top of Africa, how can we not bring up the Ghanaian national team of 2010?
That's just your favorite national team of all time.
Of course, because I supported them in 2010. Everybody was joining bandwagon teams like Spain, Germany, England, France, Italy. I'm like, Poland's on the World Cup. Canada's on the World Cup. I'm cheering for Ghana. And they went to the quarterfinals, and Luis Suarez broke my fucking heart. I support you, Ghana. Sully Montari. Asamoah Gyan. These are legends, man.
It's a great squad. It really is.
They could have made the semifinal.
Well, there's your intro clip right there.
That team had passion and heart. That was a national team, the Ghanaian national team in 2010. You put respect on their name.
2010 World Cup.
We get it, but like, are you okay?
Well, like 2010 World Cup was the best World Cup of all time. It was the best.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. That's a topic for another discussion.
That's not the topic.
No.
But
best of all time.
It's just I gotta breathe.
Well, that was my African list.
It's okay. Calm down.
That was my African list.
Greg, what do you want to talk about?
That was the World Cup where I learned that Luis Suarez was a villain.
He's not a villain.
Not anymore. He's cool now.
He's cool now.
He's not a villain.
He bit a couple people.
He's not a villain. He's just
different.
Misrepresented by the media.
Okay, calm down there.
Sure.
But yeah, shout out to Africa. We love you.
Great World Cup.
Yeah. It was.
Can I just say? I'm sorry, Greg. But
Shut up. We don't need you to. Just me and him. Okay?
When you started talking about Africa, I just heard Vuvuzelas playing.
I
was like, let's go.
I've got Waka Waka in the background. Da 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 da.
More of a weighted flag, man.
Oh
my God. Okay. For so long.
I don't know. I don't know what time it is anymore. Anyways.
Well, it's good.
Do one of you have a topic or
you
go?
Keep interrupting this. I'm literally about to go to my topic, and you just go because I'm actually stick with the World Cup situation. What was that? Sorry, because there's some things going on about the World Cup right now that I am going to bring it up.
I'm mad
about them proposing switching the World Cup to every 2 years.
Oh, I heard about this. Yes,
dumb.
It's
big dumb.
Yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts because they also did put out a poll pretty recently, and the poll has it that majority wants it every 2 years.
What poll did they put out?
It was just like a poll that FIFA put out.
Majority of people want it because majority of people vote on that poll are under the age of
younger,
of
and
18.
exactly while all the older people want it the same. And
so if it went to every two years, does that mean the Euros are every 2 years, or the Euros stay every 4 years?
Exactly, that's the thing. I don't know if I like this too much.
That's just the thing. That's like what we talk. That's what I want to talk about. It's like, what's everyone's opinions on this? Like, it's just.
What's this poll? Because we didn't vote on it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Arsene Wenger who proposed the idea.
It was Arsene Wenger.
So
and I respect him a lot, but I don't like this move for football. I mean, I know the idea is
it's just everyone wants more and more
Yeah.
and more, and the players are probably losing their minds. Like, I can't be playing this much. Like,
well, not only that, people need to consider like how much of an economical impact this has on countries. Countries need years to prepare for a World Cup.
Look at Qatar right now. I mean, they're literally building a city.
It's Qatar.
Qatar.
I don't know.
Anyways,
but they're literally building a city where the finals can be played.
Yeah.
I know that when you get awarded the World Cup, you get like almost 10 years notice.
While here in Canada, you have cities already pulling out. Montreal and Vancouver are no longer an option to host a city. So for some of these cities are like, well, we don't know if we want to put the money into it. We don't see the investment.
Now I know with Arsene Wenger's plan, his plan is like he wants an international break to be like 1 month in October and like a month in March, I believe.
You kind of go. You just do it so that like they take a break from the league for like not just a week. They're like
that's controversial at the same time.
Yeah, because not every player goes to international duty.
Yeah, so then that would leave certain players like
it's like, what do you do for a month? Just train?
Sorry, James Milner, you're gonna sit on the couch for a month.
Like you're just having another off season. That's a lot of players that don't go.
And and then another argument, like they say, oh, okay, well then there's gonna be players playing a lot still during that month.
Yep.
And then they're going to be playing in the summer as well, more constantly if there's another World Cup. If there's a World Cup every 2 years, that means there's probably going to be a Euros in between every 4 years.
Probably.
Copa America, those other championships that would be in the place of the World Cup. And now in a different year, causing more games to be played, and the World Cup is expanding, so more players are getting involved.
Yes.
And while I don't think the time is for expanded World Cup just yet, it's beneficial for us, but
I am a fan of the expanded World Cup to an extent because I love watching the smaller nations go to. Scotland made a Euros, Lucas.
Yeah.
I want Scotland at a World Cup. I can't wait to see Canada.
We've got World Cup qualifying right now, and we love watching Canada, and we very much hoping they can make it.
I just don't want like a World Cup where the team gets blasted 8-0 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But maybe that won't happen. Like,
I'm hoping that like there are lots more quality coming in from these.
There is.
Yeah,
smaller nations,
and more money is going to go to these smaller nations. The more qualifying they do, the more tournaments they make, the more they can develop these players. I mean,
that's the hope. That's the hope, and I do agree with Lucas. I don't want a 7-0 smashing, and it's just like,
and you don't want like
why am I
records
watching
to be skewed because of these.
But it's not going to go to that. I don't think.
Oh, you never.
I can't say no, but I don't think nations that consistently lose 7-8-0 are gonna make this qualifying ever.
You wouldn't think so, but you never know.
It's like, okay, so for the Euros, the teams that just missed out, so let's say Serbia, they just missed out because of Scotland being them. Serbia at the World Cup is not going to lose 7-0.
Yeah,
a couple of your South America, I mean, your Peruvians, maybe your Venezuelans, I don't think they're going to lose 7-0. I mean, yes, Germany, Spain, Italy, you never know what they can do. But
so I'm just going back to this. So according to an online poll published Thursday by FIFA in the midst of a debate by an annual World Cup project, according to the Iris/YouGov study carried out among 15,000 people with an interest in football, 55% voted they want it like either
tight,
every year, 2 years, or 3 years.
That's tight.
Goes based on that.
So they're saying majority, but barely a majority.
But it is a majority. Majority is a majority,
and
whether it's 51%
or
90%.
That they still want to survey 100,000 people in several other countries.
Yeah.
So like, there's still a lot more to go.
It would take a lot to change the World Cup format, but then again, I know FIFA and I know how much I love money.
Yeah.
And the hey,
but there's lots of people.
We are going to blast you on 100 different channels, 100 different countries' channels, 24 hours a day for a month.
Like, I don't know.
Every 2 years, they'll pay that. You know,
like I don't know. I'm kind of in the mentality it's like fix what's not really broken in a sense, right?
But from our point of view, from the 90th minute, from a football channel, we have to say that we would be a fan of this.
I'm not sure.
No, you
as
would be. As content,
as content creators, yes. As a fan of football, no.
As a respectable human being,
I like
but as someone,
that every 4 years, it just makes it so much more exciting. It makes it
special.
Yes,
exactly.
100%.
Honestly, if I for myself, you guys are probably different than me, but for myself, if there's football, these type of footballing events happening so often, like. And there's matches like barely any breaks. I feel like I'm going to burn out of this.
Exactly. That's why
I'm saying like
every 4 years,
like,
it's great.
It just kind of waters down the sport a little bit more.
And there's already a lot of things.
It's so much saturated.
There's so many things I'm learning about the sport that pisses me off, and I don't need more things to damage my images of the sport.
100%.
Right now, we're very lucky. I mean, okay, so we sit here, we watch the Premier League. Then midweek, we have Champions League. If both of those are off, there's international football on. In the summertime, you have a World Cup or a Euros or a Copa America or a CONCACAF or
something.
Whatever.
I will be honest. I didn't mind like smaller tournaments like the Confederations Cup. I thought that was kind of cool. I understand why they got rid of it, right?
Yes.
I remember when Spain beat Tahiti 10-0, man. I don't know what the fuck Tahiti was in there, but they somehow made it.
I used to always watch the beach soccer World Cup.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
That stuff was kind of cool. I wish that kind of football got more love.
Yeah.
You know, beach soccer, like you said. What else is there? Futsal.
Yeah.
Like futsal's huge in Brazil, man.
It's huge in Europe, Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
But I mean, from a content point of view, we'd love to be able to sit here every 2 years, hyping up a World Cup, doing streams, doing videos, stuff like that. But it takes away the specialness. Because, okay, Ronaldo, just finishes the Euros. We're going, will he be at the World Cup? It's 2 years away, will he? It ruins it if it's a year away. Yeah. Every 2 years you're having a tournament. Every year pretty much you're having a tournament. I don't know. It takes away from it.
But I know we do have lots of younger viewers. We have some older viewers as well. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about this.
Yeah, if you're a long time 90th minute fan, you'll understand what we're saying about the content. But if you're new to 90th minute, you'll be like, well,
but I think all of us can agree as fans, we don't agree with this.
As general humans.
I kind of do one thing I do wish that would be kind of cool though is I wish there were smaller international tournaments, like a Balkan Cup or an Eastern European Cup.
He always brings up the Balkan Cup.
I thought it was so cool that there was a Balkan Cup in the 1980s and 70s. I could understand why it's not a thing anymore and why they wouldn't do it again. But I just think it'd be kind of cool to see, see Poland have a chance at a tournament.
No, it's fair. Yeah. I always think there should be a British trophy. I always think
a British trophy.
I always think there should be.
How many teams would be included in that though?
Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Ireland isn't British though.
Northern Ireland, sir, not the Republic. Northern Ireland.
Well, you said Ireland, not Northern Ireland.
Yeah, but Eastern European. There's so many small little countries in there. But to be fair, there'd be a lot of civil wars.
Are we ready? Ready to move on?
Oh yes,
Lucas.
Well, this was your idea. Bring something to the table, big man.
Well, I mean,
don't slap the table.
Big table. Don't call me dumbass.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, we mentioned we're not always gonna have football topics to talk about. I thought, hey, why not talk about something that's going on with us? And I mean, literally, we have a crap carpooling situation.
Sure, that's what you want to talk about.
Yes, yes, because
this is actually what you want to talk about.
Yes, because all four of us drove here separately to.
I'm gonna blame him.
I was thinking.
I don't know why. What if he was gonna drive? He could have picked up the other ones.
I just said fuck it and left.
You asked for a ride.
Yeah. So we all arrived at different times.
Yeah. So
he arrived you were here probably 6 minutes before I was, maybe a bit more. Then another 6 to 10 minutes ish. Then another 5 to. We all just arrived at different times. It was kind of funny, honestly.
And the carpooling situation, we all live close to each other.
We always carpool though. This is like the first time we like did not.
Not first time. It's one of the only times.
Usually other times though, it's because like one of us is not actually home. One of us is not like coming from work. One of us is coming like something like that.
It was Brett who always has to Uber here somehow. Poor guy.
Hashtag get Brett a car.
But like Juan says, "Oh, can I get a ride?" And I'm like, I mean, I can pick people up. I'm leaving at after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I want to go earlier, so I just left early.
Yeah, but then you didn't ask Greg for if you wanted to ride.
Nah, I forgot about you.
I was okay driving myself.
Sorry,
I mean, I just kind of. I mean, I'm the one that literally posted in our chat, just being like, "Yeah, we're all driving separately. Let's go."
I was like, "Global warming."
I'm like,
anyways, is this just like the full topic? Like you just want to keep?
Basically, yeah. I was just like,
this man, you had all day to prepare a topic, and that was
He's a busy man.
Yeah. Sir, Africa.
Waka waka, hey.
Don't even talk to me.
Anything else though?
Let's explain this topic. We've been now in this rented basement now, or studio,
month and a half.
For about a month and a half. How are we feeling? How were the vibes compared to?
Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. The fans enjoy it
cool.
too.
There's a lot to work off of.
I like that we were able to have a setup and it can stay.
Yeah.
It makes it so much quicker. That like. I know for fans that watch us on our Twitch streams, we have been like, we start later. Like, but we actually set up 5 minutes, and we don't have crashes now. Yeah. Like, it is better for us, 100%.
I also prefer, there's nice artwork around. We got horses kind of half cut off, but it's very nice.
The horses might come down one day. You never know.
Yeah.
We might replace the horses.
And also, I do like that, I mean, my basement isn't as dirty.
Yeah.
It's not as much trash.
Him and Rasta. I like to say the three of us are all right. It was him and Rasta.
Well, also, it's less smelly.
Or we sorry.
So you're talking about that we're stinky?
Well, it's not stinky. It's more so the odor is just like just the dude odor.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's mostly Rasta. Because when he records at my house, there's a distinct smell in my room, and it smells of fucking hair product. It's like, what the fuck? It smells like
hair product.
You are just sitting right beside him for like an hour and a half, basically.
I can tell there's a distinct smell in my room that's usually not there. But when he's there, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, a nice plug-in smelling thing. It smells lovely in here.
Yeah, I need that in my room.
It's great.
Yeah. So
I bought one in my basement.
But like after every stream at my house, I had to like open the window and air it out.
We're not shitting on the floor, like.
But
and also that my toilet got destroyed.
That's not my fault.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I don't think it was our fault, but like
I won't lie. I won't lie. Matt took a shit. I think every stream during that year.
He's got a big ass.
He just eats fast food the entire time.
And he calls you a fat ass.
I don't know. That's why I had fast food.
Here's the thing. People look at you and like, oh, this guy's a fat. You don't drink that much. You don't eat poorly. You're a good.
The thing is, Matt.
I'm fucking less healthy than you.
Yeah,
Matt stays in
shape.
He does. He exercises the most.
I don't do cardio.
Try to do some things. I don't do much.
It's been a while.
I just throw my arms around.
Also, did you hear the sad news regarding one of your clubs?
One of my clubs.
Derby.
Oh yeah, Derby County.
They're going into administration.
Yeah, jeez, yeah.
Wayne Rooney is having a bad time.
Derby, just in general, is having a bad time.
Yeah.
It was like great last season because they just avoided relegation.
Shout out to Danish Panda who sent us into our thing. The high price outside of the Premier League.
No, it's a crazy thing that like just happened.
Could Derby County collapse all the way into just a furry situation?
You know, recommendation of wages like 70% of your revenue or something, maybe a bit less. Championship sides go like well over 100%.
Yeah,
like the desire to make the Premier League is so high, and like Aston Villa, if they didn't get promoted,
if we don't get promoted, I know. I hate to say we spent a shit.
He says we as Fulham, yes.
Fulham has spent a lot of money for a championship side as well this season, and we're held on to a lot of players with high wages. So
I thought your topic today was Celtic.
Why would his?
I have another topic like that, but we don't have to talk about that. We're talking about Derby right now, you dumbass. This is your Derby.
He said my club. Derby. I love Derby County. Honestly, my Derby County career mode.
No, but it's
honestly one of my favorite I've ever done. One of the heart and soul of that squad.
No, but
and you want to think about Derby County career mode? Sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I made it realistic in my head. I made it realistic. So I had Timothy Fosu-Mensah. You know that. He's 25 years old.
You're like looking at me while you're saying realistic, and you're talking about like
Listen,
my players and what I did.
No. Because I had Timothy Fosu-Mensah. I said, okay, 25 years old. He's Dutch international. He goes to international all the time. I said, okay. He's in the last year of his contract. Would Timothy Fosu-Mensah like to renew his contract at Derby County, even though we are fighting for top of the Premier League? Or would he like to go abroad? So I accepted a deal for him to leave the end of the season on a free transfer to Real Madrid.
You didn't accept you.
I let his contract run down 6 months. He went to Real Madrid. I said, you know what? That to me is realistic. I let I'm selling Patrick Roberts because he wasn't my starter anymore. I had Jude Bellingham instead. Man, that guy's good. Oh Jesus my! Christ, but my Jude Bellingham, he's English. He's playing in Germany. Let's bring him back to England, kind of thing. I'm trying to do that.
You okay? Are we done with this?
Yeah.
Do you have a topic? Because I want to mention something. You brought something. You brought up a good point.
Are we still talking about Derby though? Like what actually happened?
Rip
with Derby?
Just rip.
Go ahead.
Rip Derby.
Well, no. It's just like how far
will it go?
Oh yeah.
Like it's.
I mean, they're gonna get a minus 10 point deduction, so
they're gonna get relegated.
It's 12.
12.
They're gonna get relegated. They're gonna plummet if they can't find a new owner or something to fix financial problems. That club could just be torn apart and it's gone.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
What does Wayne Rooney do now?
Go sleep.
Leave. Stick with the falling ship.
I mean, just go hang out.
Go coach MLS.
You brought up Jude Bellingham really quickly there.
Yes.
I just want to say I have a hard time believing that guy's 18 with how good he is.
Yeah.
Like he's
and the fact that he's already played over 100 matches for Borussia Dortmund.
He hasn't played over 100 matches for Borussia Dortmund. He's been there for a year and like 2 months.
Over 100. Are you fucking nuts?
Yeah, that's Liam.
Hold on, let me check.
Was it another
Maybe 100 professional matches.
100 professional, which includes Birmingham. Which includes Birmingham. So
which is still good. Like
yes,
getting matches when you're that young of an age, like it gets you more confident.
100%.
It's so important.
That's why he's so like mature. Like you said, you don't think he's 18. Like he's played so many matches. He's played so many professional games that he's used to it. He's
gonna end up going to City. I think.
I hope they
already sold him,
and they have several center midfielders there.
I feel like they'll offload someone.
Liverpool. I think Liverpool. I do think Liverpool.
I know you talk about Liverpool's financial, but he would be a great ideal signing for maybe the new Klopp era.
Fabinho. I guess you can have Thiago in there and Jude.
Yeah. I mean,
you say Jude.
Home of the Beatles.
You say Jude takes over for Henderson. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Captain's armband goes to Trent.
I think Van Dijk still gets it for the.
He's Virgil van Dijk, but he's Trent. He's from there. He's literally a local lad. Chicken.
You what, mate?
Chicken.
Shut up.
Wait, Jude's a local lad from there?
No, Trent.
Oh,
but Jude. Hey, Jude.
Also,
Beatles. Liverpool.
By the way, nice. I'm praising a lot of Liverpool for once in this podcast.
Don't get used to it if you like.
Yeah. Trent had a nice little goal against AC Milan, even though it was deflected in. It was a nice little run.
But he's also at fault for the one AC Milan goal because he just decided not to run anymore and track his attacker. He's like, no. Jude Bellingham. One more thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been released yet. What do you think his FIFA 22 rating will be?
It has been released.
Has it?
Is that something you want to go?
I kind of wanted to briefly, just a little bit. I want to talk about the FIFA ratings because they're recently released.
That you're still like the
FIFA 22, man.
It's right around the corner.
It's arguably
but there's also
thing for the 90th minute.
There's also sad news. The FIFA 15 servers have gone down officially.
In the arms of the angel.
I think I totally forgot, but I put a lot of fucking hours in that game.
You did?
I will remember.
I think
in FIFA. Yeah,
we put in a lot of hours, but like
it's WAS in FIFA.
Yeah.
In 2015.
I guess like the ones
that was like when we were graduating high school.
Yeah, it was. No. That was
we graduated 2015.
It came out in 2014.
We graduated 2015.
Yeah, so
I remember that.
Yes.
I was there, big man.
Yeah,
I was there.
But yeah, there was some controversy. I'm trying to find. I have somewhere in my Instagram.
The only controversy that there needs to be spoken about FIFA 22 player rating
here we go.
is Pepe.
I found it.
Pace.
We talked about
FIFA 15. I had 37 days, played 22 hours.
How do you know that?
I had in my Snapchat stories. I posted like throwback to when I was out of high school and had nothing to do, so all I did was play FIFA.
You play FIFA for basically a month and a half.
Yeah.
Like a lot of FIFA.
I remember when we were in college and you went to a FIFA tournament and you said you got wrecked.
Oh yeah, I remember this one time.
I'm beating this man. I'm garbage.
The thing is, I'm an Xbox, so there was on PlayStation. But I remember this one time, there was a tournament at our local, like at the college bar. It was FIFA. I'm like, I feel confident. It's FIFA, and like I beat this one guy. I go to the next round, and the next thing you know, I'm in the second round. I'm feeling kind of confident. This guy comes up to me and is like, "Hey, bro, take it easy on me." I'm like, I'm not too good. I'm like, okay. He beats me like 7-1, and I'm like, what? Well, I noticed something was off when he started kind of messing around with the settings and stuff. I'm like, if you're not good at FIFA, what the fuck are you doing? So I don't know what the hell he did, but he was doing things I've never been done to me in a FIFA game. I'm like,
Greg in there.
No, this guy would murder you.
Captain Greggy.
This guy was different,
Captain
man.
Greggy. He went weekend league with Fulham.
But this guy, man, I don't know.
Man,
I've seen
Fulham was good.
He did things to me that no other FIFA player's
Don't
ever
play
done.
FIFA, whatever.
So
I
but
play
yeah,
FIFA for career mode.
but I want to talk about also the ratings real quick. There were some controversial ones that pissed off people. You know, Ronaldo, Messi's the best. Lewandowski's 92, which I think is a fair rating. But I was looking at Serie A. I'm like, it's kind of declined. The highest rated player in Serie A, 3 highest rated players are tied.
Which are who?
Paulo Dybala, Ciro Immobile, who has 86 pace, finally got a pace upgrade.
Yeah.
Third, Szczesny.
Szczesny.
He's 87 rated, which I was kind of surprised
Juventus had a really down.
He's been. I know a guy I trust with Serie A a lot. He's been saying Szczesny has been kind of like Handanovic right now, and Handanovic right now is not good.
But like, to be fair to Serie A, the 2 best players left.
I know.
Ronaldo, they both left.
But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm Polish. Szczesny is not that good. I think maybe he was 87 for right now is 2. I think he's like 85.
Yeah, he's unfortunately
like Liam said, Ronaldo would have been the best. Lukaku, if he didn't leave, would have been the next best.
What is Lukaku's rating in the Premier League?
Probably like
88 or something.
I was gonna say he's gonna be damn near 90. I'd say after this season he'll be at 90.
But there's been several players that left, like Hakimi. He left. We saw Donnarumma leave.
Yeah.
We saw
Golini. He also.
The weird thing about the FIFA ratings is the fact that like Thiago Silva is still 85 rated, yet Mats Hummels is 86. And Mats Hummels is okay, but like
there's always
different things with FIFA ratings.
The fact that Pepe got a 13 pace upgrade, it's a bit shocking.
Well, you don't watch Porto.
You don't watch Liga NOS. I'm so sorry, but the man's
just a lot of the center
old.
Backs got pace up.
Sergio Aguero was 71 pace.
There's a man.
To be fair,
there is a
doesn't
man.
run as much.
I don't know his name off the top of my head. There's a center back playing in Portugal who everyone says is going to be the most cracked defender card because he's got 81 pace and 80 defending. And he's like a 76 rated center back. Everyone says, "Oh my god!" It's like I don't fucking understand Ultimate Team. I don't get this.
Ruben Diaz has 61 pace.
Not very quick.
I feel like that's somebody's pace. Van Dijk is 78 pace. Like, oh my! Some of these ratings are fucking stupid.
I mean,
I feel like some of these strikers deserve more pace. Like, I think Harry Kane is faster than 70 pace. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
His pace though. Harry Kane is
he doesn't, but he actually can be a lot faster. That's just the thing. It's we don't know what actually goes into
also
these, like.
But shout out to EA with this Heroes thing because Czech Tiote's in the game. So our heart goes out to Czech Tiote.
Yes,
he's a great midfielder.
Let's talk about FIFA in general because FIFA 22, we know how much the 90th minute does career mode content, and FIFA career mode is getting yet another overhaul, yet another series of upgrades. Of course, the big news is Create a Club, which will be very prevalent in FIFA 22 on YouTube and within our channel. You never know what we come up with the series. But Create a Club will be something that is brand new to FIFA.
So, Lucas, do you know anything about Create a Club so far?
I watched Master Bucks.
Well, what did he say? I don't really know anything.
I watched his intro episode of Create a Club. The stuff that you can do is incredible.
It's just the thing is with EA and FIFA and like this, it's just stuff that should have been in the game a long time ago. I don't think it is actually that difficult. It's just they always focus on Ultimate Team.
Can I name my club?
Yes.
Okay.
You can create your own stadium, your own goal song, your own walkout anthem.
I don't like, you can't edit the players' names.
That's I don't like that because we like to bring maybe our viewers like on streams and stuff like how you do with your FIFA stuff.
But you can create, if you want a younger team, a balanced age, an older squad, more veterans. You can create like the talent levels there.
Fuck yeah.
Like it's a lot more inclusive and a lot more like
they did a good job.
They did.
We're bringing Compton FC.
Hopefully it's all good.
We're gonna bring in Compton FC. We're gonna go to bring Compton to the Conference League. Starting lineup, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Kendrick Lamar. We're gonna have good halftime shows, great promotions. So Compton FC, I'm gonna run the ship. Actually, no. I just like the idea. Fuck yeah, Compton.
All right.
I love California rap.
No, I am looking forward to 22. I mean, we're a week away from launch of the game, and by the time this episode comes up, we might be only a handful of days away. And hopefully, as FIFA 22 launches, we will have FIFA content coming your way on YouTube.
Yeah,
just as soon as we can, kind of thing. I don't. We've been going for a little bit over an hour now. Does anyone else have any more topics they want to talk, or just conversations in general?
We're good for today.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I want to wrap up again and talk about again is just the podcast itself.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah.
It's back.
Finally, it's back.
It was awesome. I loved actually just talking about like stuff like this, not just kind of going through like a roundup of the week, which we've already like talked about so often.
We've talked about
over like 100 and I don't know, was it over 150 episodes
we did a lot.
or something?
I think it was more.
Maybe it was over 200 episodes.
I think it was over 200. It was we were at it for a long time. Like we said, we were doing this for like 3 years before when we would get like
started, then Greg joined, then Matt joined.
Like the four of us especially, because when Matt joined, it was kind of already bigger. But like even when I was there, it's like you had like 30 people watching, and it's like we'd appreciate the 30 people that like if you're still here watching, like thank you for being here.
There was okay, sorry, Greg.
I'm just saying, we love that the podcast is back.
That's why I wanna. So I didn't get too many questions on this post on Instagram. We're not gonna go through them all, but
we can answer them like next podcast.
But these are super simple, just to end it off.
Let's do it.
So Hamish, we all know Hamish, good guy, Hamish Nickel.
Yes.
Yeah, he asked us real quick, favorite kit of the season that isn't from a team that you support. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Bayern Munich black and gold kit. I own it.
It is I quite enjoyed Celtics Champions League. Or sorry,
the third kit.
Your
third
white
kit.
With the pinstripes. I thought it was actually quite nice. I was watching that yesterday.
Oh no.
How about Ajax?
Ajax's Bob Marley kit. That's fire.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna go with the Brighton home kit. I really like.
I know you like that one.
I vibe with it. Well, if you don't have one, that's okay, Lucas.
I mean, I'm not really into kits anymore.
Not creative.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Hamish also asked. So let's do this as a rapid fire thing. Favorite football match you've watched so far this season? This one and anyone come to mind? I have one.
Go ahead.
I
thought that was gonna come. Yeah. Ronaldo return.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Even
the game against Leeds was fantastic.
This is gonna sound really funny. The Celtics game it was a great game.
Crazy.
It was really fun.
It
was a fun game to watch. I gotta say, the Europa League was good.
Yeah, the Liverpool Milan game was quite fun.
Yeah, it was. There's been a couple of really good games this season.
So far, we're still just getting started.
Hopefully, many more games to come. Very good games.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas, anything that comes to your mind?
I did agree with you with the match.
I did enjoy that Celtic game, and then we lost.
Canada, United States, international break. I thought that was. I'm looking forward to watching more Canada. Hopefully, we can get qualified for the World Cup.
What player that has impressed you the most this season? Anything that comes to mind? Kind of early. No one's really stood out to me so far.
I thought Jack Grealish has been turned his man into Manchester City very good. I wasn't sure if he was gonna hit it right off.
I mean, we mentioned earlier.
It's a
Jude
simple.
Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham.
Mikel Antonio.
Honestly,
dick in the Premier League.
I think it's gotta be Mikel Antonio so far.
It's so good.
Fabio. I love some Fabio.
Kyogo, baby. Kyogo and Jot.
There you go.
Here's the final question. Very easy to answer. Rapid fire. This has been asked before. Donda or CLB?
I haven't listened to a single song off either.
Same.
Literally. No, I haven't done it.
CLB.
There you go.
There you go.
No friends in the industry. Hashtag that.
But the podcast is back, so thank you very much for listening or watching, however you chose.
If you are still here, thank you so much. Like we are saying. The other thing, though, the big thing is, of course, this is on our main channel, but for YouTube, the next episode will be on the second channel.
Yeah. 90 minutes extra time.
Yes, it'll be in the description for YouTube. Of course, if you're listening on Spotify or anything like that, podcast apps, thank you for being here. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy that we are back doing this again. So
drop a like, drop a subscription, drop a follow, all that good stuff. Leave a rating. Find us on TikTok, find us on Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And the four of us, thank you for coming back to the podcast. We will see you next week on the Extra Time channel. Yet another week in the beautiful game. See ya. Bye-bye.